We are starting really positive today, aren't we? Really positive. It's no secret, the last few times we've been here, it's been appalling, from availability to ride selection, opening times, everything has been appalling. But today we've got the monorail in, we are starting positive. It is the 10-year anniversary of CBeebies Land. I don't think we'll be participating in that one. No. But I don't know, because we won't. Now we obviously know that Wickerman's closed, and we accept Wickerman's closed. Nothing we can do about that. And that's all we're accepting today. So we're going to try and start with Spinball Whizzer, because we never start with Spinball Whizzer. So that's the plan, and that's where we're heading. Hey, well, I actually don't remember, Kurt, last time I went on this. It's been a while. Remarkably, we are starting today on Spinball Whizzer, because why not? Why not? Is it as good as Dragon's Fury? We don't think so. But let us know in the comments, what do you think? Wow. I'm going to get 500. I'm going for 500. Oh. Oh. Right, now train 5 has triggered the non-alignment point every single time. See the little click bit here flick in as it goes past, and it's done it again. That's the 4th time in a row, because they have to wait for all the other cars to finish the circuit, obviously, before someone can go out and do anything with it. And then you will see the poor member of staff have to come out in a sec. Now Fury has these as well. We've triggered it on Fury, but it's really, really rare. And of course on Fury the brake runs on the opposite side of the station, so it's a little bit more of a mission to go around and actually do something with it. Here, in fairness, they can just sort of step out, realign it, and then pop it back into place, which you'll see shortly. Right now you'll see the timeout. And then it'll go down, manually release the bar, line it up. I mean, it's all of like a tiny bit. Put the sensor back into place. Press dispatch. Get the green light. And the ride will start. That's how long a restart takes. A nice little ride there on Spinball. It looks like the maintenance shed's been redone, but unfortunately have lost the graphics off the front of there, which is a bit of a shame. That was always quite nice if you sort of come around the curve. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I'm sorry, it's not a patch on Fury, it's really not, but it's still a really good, enjoyable family ride. That's the first time I've done it in a while. Taps in the toilets come out unnecessarily fast. It's impossible not to get covered in them. And it's really weird as well, because it is a peak summer day, but David Walliams Land doesn't open until 11 o'clock. Whee! Right, first of the big coasters of the day is going to be 13. Everything seems to have opened as well at 10 o'clock, which is really, really good. Wickerman aside. 15-minute queue at 10:30, as we've done Spinball and obviously walked up. I'll take that. I'll take it.
Again, disturbances.
We're right at the front.
We're literally next. We are next.
It's front now.
Yeah.
That was an hour, COD.
Took a while.
Got to the station in 10 minutes, got on and off in an hour. Little bit of a breakdown. So we're going to leave RITA for the moment and head and do some of the small rides. I think Gangster Granny is next in that direction, and then probably over the other side, Galactica, Nemesis, Subterra?
Maybe. Depending on the queue.
If it's short queue. And Curse. We do like Curse though, don't we?
Yeah.
Right. It's nice sunshine. It's going alright. We're 2 hours in. 2 rides done. A much slower turn of pace now. Will we get front row?
Probably not.
Probably not. But here we are, Gangster. We did actually, didn't we? That was our first time we got it. But here we go, Gangster Granny. Oh, yeah, middle of the day actually, it's pretty much walk on. Yeah, I'll take that. You know what? I'm not offended by Gangster Granny. No one here is offended by Gangster Granny. What I'm offended is now we want to go over to Nemesis, and the quickest way to get over there is to walk. Actually, it's the only way to get over there, isn't it? And it's gonna take, I reckon, about 20 minutes, and I reckon we go down here and take a punt through the gardens.
Not that way.
Well, that way's got steps, so do you want steps? Yeah, alright, we'll see the other side. I'm going this way. They're actually going that way. I'm telling you now, it's not a quick route. You've got to go right the way down and right the way back up again, as opposed to just sort of slotting along here, walking along and up a couple of steps. Now, on the way past, we will say they are doing house and garden tours, which is the towers over there for £10, which you can book here. Now, obviously, the towers used to be open for you to walk around, which they're not anymore. They do say that it suffers from quite a lot of vandalism. I can believe that, to be honest with you. Where it looks a little bit derelict, it just seems that people think they can go in there and make it worse. It's obviously an ongoing project to bring them back to life, and it's fascinating to walk around them. I've heard, actually, it's a really good tour and really good value for money for £10. After doing the Chesington one, and some of the other ones that Chesington are offering, it might be something we do. It's not a today thing, but I have to say, I think at £10, you know, it is a beautiful setting. But let us know if you've done it. Let us know if you've done it in the comments. We're really interested to do it in the future. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they have to come out here. I'm not sure though. Unless they're waiting for us at the top. If they've got down and up that valley quicker than what we've got here, I can't lie to you, fair play to them. We did see they come up from here. We have just seen them. Now, I don't mean to be rude, but I bet Cody is bright red. They're going up the top, they're going without us. Ugh. Nemesis Reborn. So these two popped out as we popped out. Nemesis, here we are at Nemesis. Or Nemesis Reborn, it's Nemesis. I'm sorry, it's Nemesis, it's always going to be Nemesis. Now then, we came obviously at the beginning of the season, been on this a few times, and everyone was praising it and everything like that, and we did say it's got a rattle. We got hammered at first, and then everyone went, well, actually, yeah, it does have a bit of a rattle, doesn't it? So we're looking forward to riding it in better weather, because all the times we've ridden it, it has been raining, in fairness. It's been quite cold, hailstones, we've had a bit of everything on riding this, but not sunshine. Now, it was acknowledged on the tour that people had that it does have a rattle, and it does seem it's a B&M thing at the moment, because reports from all around the world are the B&Ms have a rattle. It's certainly a new thing for them, but not ideal. And of course they confirmed, which we said from day one, they're not the same trains, so they're going to behave very differently. But I'm looking forward to it. What's my favourite ride? It's not now, unfortunately, but let's see. Let's see how well it's bedded in over the last few months, because it's been a couple of months since we've ridden it, but it is now Nemesis time. You still can't take away just how good the views are from the new walkway at the top here of Nemesis. Whatever row is left. Well, that happens to be a back row, which is actually our first time on back row. I do prefer the station now, I think it looks well cool, but back row Nemesis. Let's do this. Nemesis. So that is running a lot better.
It was running really well, it was quite quick.
Yeah. Agreed, it's running better? Definitely running better. Does it still have a rattle? Yes. And actually, we were on the back row as we showed. I think the rattle gets worse as the ride goes on. Which is weird, because arguably the elements at the beginning, I'd argue, would rattle more than the ones at the end, but you really notice it sort of coming out the loop, around the turnaround point, and then through the final corkscrew. Yeah, that's where I really notice it, but it's riding much better, much smoother, really good, really enjoyed it. And after Nemesis, it's now Galactica time. And yes, we are entering fast track, and the reason why we're entering fast track, we'll be perfectly honest with you, is that we got free fast track last time we were here after the really shocking operations they had. They gave us free silver fast track, so we're going to use it. Galactica is running all 3 trains on both stations really quickly, to the point there's barely a queue. I always like the crash mats there, I always find them quite funny. I imagine it's for when the engineers jump down. Just feels quite funny if you're not really in the know. But yeah, we managed to get front row on this, so happy days.
Welcome to a journey beyond your imagination. You are about to become space pioneers. You look down to see Earth. It's quite a sight from our roof. Your first stop is a mysterious place that we call Sector 12. It's an area of deep space riddled with wormholes.
Pretty good Galactica, wasn't it?
Was
Yeah,
running really
free
well.
trains on Galactica. I have to say, that was
They couldn't have
flying
loaded
around the
any
track.
quicker, to be
No,
honest.
flying around the track. I still want to try one of these donuts. I really do. A little RIP on it, look. You got sort of a cookie wedge, slice of the cake.
It's green mint.
Hope you can see it is a bit reflective. A little bit closer. I think they look really cool. But in the meantime, Curse of Alton Manor only has a 5-minute queue. Again, throughput on this is brilliant. So long as it's running, we're definitely getting on board. I can't wait to see this during Halloween, see if they do anything sort of extra, because it's got some really nice lighting. Obviously it's got the smoke. I'd love to see if they do something with it. Maybe make it live. I'll miss it when it was live, I really do. The curse.
On the 31st of December, 1890,
I think it looks a lot better in here than it's ever looked. A lovely little story you get on there when there's a where's a queue. It's brilliant. Sadly, Wickerman is closed today. We were aware Wickerman's closed. It's something completely out of their control. It does happen. It's awful timing for them, but they are working on it. Now, hopefully next time we come, we'll get back on Wickerman. If you're coming over the summer period, as we said, they are celebrating 10 years of CBeebies. Actually looks really nice. Some of the little touch-ups they've done on the sort of more permanent stand, shall we say. And of course the stage as well. Bear in mind they have a live stage inside of CBeebies land. It's spaced out over here. There's no Mardi Gras, is there, this year? There's no summer festival here. A lot of the parks seem to have cut down their events very, very slightly. But still really nice family event, this one. I'll just say, I've never had fast track for this before. It's the first time I've ever used this entrance for Oblivion. It's just the walk, isn't it? The walk is just so unnecessary. Whoa, down goes Oblivion. Not much of a pause at the top today where it's running more trains than it would do during the off-peak times. But running really well, and I still love the drop on this. I still prefer the drop on this to Shikara, even though Shikara's a better ride. Drop on this is underestimated. Smiler was next, however, it has closed since we've been on Oblivion. Bear in mind we walked on Oblivion because we had Fast Pass. They have actually managed to evacuate the queue in that time. It had a 50-minute queue. That's not a good sign. I can't defend the lack of flat rides here, to be honest with you. It's such a wasted space, really, really is. But we do have some food outlets, pretzel pizza, we've got some burgers, fish and chips, and the drop bar. Nothing spectacular, to be honest with you, but I suppose it does add a little bit more if you don't want the chicken. 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds.
No, it's not stealth.
Head back. Hold on tight. You must escape. Go!
Here goes Rita. I would argue it's a bit of a Marmite coaster. It's quite quick actually, and it feels quick because you're low to the ground, but where it goes left and right, those restraints aren't the best for it. This would benefit from having lap bar. Cody just wants extra padding, I just want a lap bar, to be honest with you. Is this the first time I've seen all 4 projections working? I don't know how long. I think it might be, you know. I think it might be. Another unfortunate breakdown.
Yep.
But we're here. We're here on Smiles. Let's do it. Perhaps I appreciate the theme of the Smiler a little bit more now because it is just so weird. It's just so weird. That's the best way of putting it, to be honest with you. Yeah, so weird. Todd?
It's alright.
It's alright.
Actually, I would argue that the last 3 felt better than what they have done in a long time.
Really?
But the rest of it felt more rattly than normal.
I think that's the worst ride I've had on Smiler in years, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's fine. I had my arms pulled away, no problems.
It felt very jolty and rattly, to be honest. But, you know, it's been a long day, been on a lot of rides. I still love the dueling aspect of it. It is really cool watching them all go together. You can't help but not like looking at these. It's spectacular to look at. It really is spectacular ride to look at. The mighty Nemesis. We are approaching the end of our day here at Towers. We are going to look in the shop. We do quite like the shop. Not for a bowl. Just throw that one in there now. Not for a bowl. They have put some lovely stats here. I don't remember seeing these last time actually. Obviously where the track was made. This one was made in the US, and this is a scale 1 to 20 model. Very hard with the lights. Yes, I didn't actually realise it was called Relentless. Some lovely geeky stats. I'm opening the 19th of the 3rd at 94 for the original Nemesis. There's a fair bit of merch as well. I actually quite like these glasses. These are really nice. Really nice. I'm not too sure about the bag, to be honest with you. But I do like the original merch. That one's nicer. £75, £65 for that. Don't like the print. I'm still not a fan of the print. I like the embroidery. But definitely new merch since we were last here. Yeah, Towers do it really well. I still think that Blackpool give them a run for their money, to be honest. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think Blackpool give them a run for their money. I think the Blackpool merch is incredible. That said, this is just Nemesis in here. Just Nemesis. That brings our day to an end. We have snuck out this entrance, in fairness. I'm absolutely exhausted. I have to say, it was a better day than I expected at Alton Towers. We did say we'd enter positive, we have been positive, and everything but Wickerman's been open. To be honest, we've gotten everything we wanted to get on, and probably more. I would say the park's not as busy as what I thought it would be for a summer's day, to be honest. I don't think it's as busy. It's sort of a max 50-minute queue for Smiler. There has been a lot of downtime, and I think it has probably plagued the park quite a lot over the last, to be fair, this year. I think this year it's plagued the park quite a lot. At Smiler and 13 particularly today, we got caught in, but we have seen other rides close as well, and we did go back on Curse before coming out. That had shut down too. So it does seem like downtime is an issue. I still see there's no reason why Hex isn't open, I'm afraid. No reason, but it's not. What can we do? What can we do? We will be back to ride Hex. Be really interesting to see what they do for Halloween as well. Can't wait to see. I think they're going to have some extra mazes, which will be really, really cool. But from Alton Towers, have you been over the summer? What do you think? Have you had a good experience here? We've seen so many mixed reviews, but actually today, we've had a really good time.